freedom or death. These three words, simple yet profound, embody the ultimate choice faced by those oppressed. Throughout history, countless individuals have uttered this phrase, a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire for liberty. It is a declaration that some things, like freedom, are worth more than life itself. To live under tyranny is no life at all. In the annals of history, few nations have embraced this motto as fiercely as Greece. The Greek phrase, eleftheria e thanatos, eleftheria y thanatos, is not merely a slogan, it is the embodiment of the Greek soul, forged in the fires of centuries of struggle against oppression. It speaks of a people unwilling to compromise their birthright, a people for whom freedom is the very breath of life. This motto is more than just a historical artifact, it is woven into the very fabric of Greek identity. It is a reminder of the sacrifices made by generations past and a call to action for generations to come. To understand its significance is to truly understand the heart of Greece itself. The motto, freedom or death, did not emerge fully formed. It evolved organically from the spirit of the Greek people, a spirit that had been tempered by centuries of struggle and resilience. During the long, dark years of Ottoman rule, when hope seemed but a distant flicker, the Greeks found solace and strength in their songs. These songs were more than just a form of entertainment, they were a lifeline, a way to keep their culture and identity alive. These were not mere melodies, they were anthems of defiance, whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations. Each note, each lyric carried the weight of their collective suffering and their undying hope for liberation. These folk songs, known as Kleftis and Demotica, spoke of heroic deeds, of bravery against impossible odds. They celebrated the courage of those who dared to resist, even when the price of resistance was death. They kept the flame of Greek identity alive, reminding the people of their glorious past and fueling their yearning for a future free from oppression. The songs were a bridge between the past and the present, a reminder of what had been lost and what could be regained. The themes woven into these songs were clear: love for their homeland, a burning desire for freedom, and an unwavering belief in their right to self-determination. These themes resonated deeply with the Greek people, giving them the strength to endure and the courage to fight. The message was clear: surrender was not an option. The songs instilled a sense of pride and determination, a belief that freedom was worth any sacrifice. The choice was stark. The stakes could not be higher: freedom, no matter the cost, or death in the pursuit of it. This was not just a slogan, it was a way of life, a guiding principle that shaped their actions and their destiny. These songs served as a form of passive resistance, a way for the Greeks to maintain their cultural identity and keep the spirit of defiance alive. They were a silent protest, a way to resist without raising a sword. It was in the fertile ground of these songs that the seeds of revolution were sown. Each song was a seed, each lyric a spark, that together ignited the flame of rebellion. The motto, freedom or death, was not simply invented. It arose organically from the collective consciousness of the Greek people, nurtured by the poignant lyrics and stirring melodies of their music. It was a reflection of their deepest desires and their unwavering resolve. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation, one where this potent phrase would become a rallying cry. The songs had done their work, and the people were ready to rise. As the 19th century dawned, Europe was swept by a wave of change. The old order was being questioned, and new ideas were taking root in the minds of people across the continent. The ideas of the Enlightenment, with its emphasis on liberty and self-determination, found fertile ground throughout the continent. Philosophers and thinkers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Locke inspired a generation to dream of a world where freedom and equality were not just ideals, but attainable realities. For the Greeks, still under the yoke of Ottoman rule, these ideas were not abstract philosophical musings. They were a beacon of hope, a promise of a brighter future. The Enlightenment's call for liberty resonated deeply with a people who had long been oppressed and yearned for their own independence.
In 1814, a secret society was formed in Odessa, a city with a significant Greek population, the Filiki Eteria, or Society of Friends. This clandestine group was composed of passionate individuals who were committed to the cause of Greek independence. Dedicated to the liberation of Greece, the Filiki Eteria became the driving force behind the coming revolution. They meticulously planned and strategized, understanding that their efforts would require not just bravery, but also careful coordination and unity. We understood the need for a symbol, a rallying cry that would unite the disparate Greek populace, something that would transcend regional differences and speak to the heart of every Greek. We found it in the words that had for so long been sung in the shadows: freedom or death. This phrase encapsulated the spirit of resistance and the willingness to sacrifice everything for the sake of liberty.
The Filiki Eteria, recognizing the power of this simple yet profound phrase, made it their official motto. It was more than just words, it was a declaration of intent and a call to action. It was a stroke of genius, for it tapped into the deepest yearnings of the Greek people. The motto resonated on a personal level, igniting a sense of pride and determination that had been suppressed for centuries. No longer confined to hushed whispers, freedom or death was now proclaimed openly, a bold declaration of defiance against the Ottoman Empire. It was a rallying cry that could not be ignored, a statement that the Greeks were ready to fight for their freedom. The motto served as a powerful recruiting tool, drawing Greeks from all walks of life to the cause. It inspired merchants, farmers, intellectuals, and soldiers alike to join the struggle for independence. It resonated with merchants and farmers, intellectuals and soldiers, uniting them under a common banner. The shared vision of a free Greece brought together people from diverse backgrounds, all committed to the same goal. The adoption of freedom or death by the Filiki Eteria was a pivotal moment in Greek history. It marked the beginning of a unified movement that would challenge the might of the Ottoman Empire. It transformed a long-held sentiment into a powerful call to arms, setting the stage for the tumultuous events that would unfold in the coming years. The Greek War of Independence was not just a fight for territory, but a battle for the very soul of a nation, driven by the unyielding spirit of freedom or death. The year 1821 marked a turning point in Greek history, the year when centuries of simmering resentment finally erupted into open rebellion. The Greek people, long oppressed under Ottoman rule, had reached a breaking point. Their desire for freedom and self-determination could no longer be contained. On March 25th, a date that would forever be etched in the Greek consciousness, Bishop Germanos of Old Patras raised the banner of revolution at the monastery of Agia Lavra in the Peloponnese. This act of defiance was not just symbolic, it was a call to arms, a rallying cry that would ignite the flames of revolution across the nation. The Greek War of Independence had begun. The initial battles were fierce and chaotic, but they marked the beginning of a long and arduous journey toward freedom.
From the mountains of Macedonia to the islands of the Aegean, the cry of freedom or death reverberated across the land. This powerful slogan encapsulated the spirit of the revolution, a spirit that was felt in every corner of Greece. It was more than just a motto. It was a promise whispered from village to village, a shared dream that united the Greek people in their fight against a common enemy. Communities came together, bound by a common purpose and a shared vision of a free Greece. It was a life or death struggle, a desperate bid to break free from the chains of oppression. The stakes were incredibly high, and the cost of failure was unthinkable.
The odds were stacked against the Greeks. They faced a formidable adversary in the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, vast and powerful, seemed invincible. Its military might was unmatched, and its resources were seemingly endless. Yet, inspired by the motto that resonated in their hearts, ordinary Greeks, farmers, merchants, priests, and poets, took up arms to fight for their freedom. They were driven by a deep-seated belief in their right to self-determination and a burning desire to reclaim their homeland. They were ill-equipped and outnumbered, but they had something far more potent on their side, an unyielding belief in their cause. This belief gave them the strength to endure hardships and the courage to face overwhelming odds. The struggle was long and brutal, marked by acts of extraordinary heroism and unimaginable suffering. Families were torn apart and entire communities were devastated, but the spirit of resistance never wavered. But through it all, the motto "freedom or death" served as a beacon of hope, a reminder of what they were fighting for. It was a source of inspiration that kept the flame of revolution burning bright. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Greek people, their unwavering determination to be free or die trying. Their courage and resilience laid the foundation for the birth of a new nation, a nation built on the principles of freedom and independence.
United we stand with unwavering faith. Our freedom is our sacred duty.
Brave men and women, the time has come to fight for our homeland, for our children, for our future.
The phrase freedom or death was not just words. It was a symbol, forged in the blood and sacrifice of countless heroes. It unified a nation under a single powerful cause, and it inspired acts of bravery that would echo through history. Even today, the motto "freedom or death" resonates deeply within the hearts of Greeks.
It reminds us of our ancestors' courage, and it inspires us to cherish and protect our freedom.
Freedom or death remains a timeless rallying cry. It transcends generations, reminding us all of the enduring spirit of those who fought for liberty. It is a call to never take our freedom for granted and to always stand up for what is right.